WTBwJandC! Episode 17. What's up, man?
Not a lot, man.
Yeah, how was
Yeah,
your
we
trip?
just got back from Arkansas.
How was your trip? Mine was way different.
Yeah, well, you left earlier than me.
Oh, been around the world,
How
man.
do you feel about it? Holy shit. You went to Vegas right before that, too.
I know, man. I'm still sunburnt.
Yep.
So, that whole last week, like, I've been under this theme of, like, try to cram as much fun as you can into the next week because of the surgery that's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I fucking nailed it. I've had so much fun. I came back. I've got a whole brand new outlook on life. I think I'm done being sad.
Nice.
No, it's pretty good. I got to go and have a lot of fun with some people that I care about. Then I got to fly to Arkansas and have a lot of fun with some people I care about.
Yeah.
And then I got back here. Like, it's just been a really incredible week for me. I didn't get hurt. I didn't fall. I didn't trip on nothing. I played a hell of a game of pool.
It's true.
A couple of them. It was nice. Nothing bad happened to me this week. I'm really excited. Tomorrow's going to suck, but
Tomorrow, the next
Other
couple of
than
weeks
that-
are going to suck.
next couple weeks are going to be rough. But you know what? I'm actually looking forward to the end of that.
That's good. I'm glad. Maybe actually, play some games, get some footage.
Get some footage, man. That's what I'm talking about. I've got all the footage I need.
I mean, I guess I'll be making videos by myself for the next couple of weeks. But that'll be okay.
Are you still going to do this
You can
podcast?
join in.
You might be able to come over to my place and we could record over there while I'm all fucking doped up.
You'll be all doped up, but yeah, we could.
Like, you'll have a very small window to get me saying anything. Every 4 hours I have to wake up and take more meds.
Yeah,
Beyond that, I'm asleep.
heard.
I'm just going to be AFK for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are you going to keep doing this show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do something.
Maybe Zach or Justice or somebody
Yeah,
come on.
But say I'll probably try and get some other people.
Sure.
Them, maybe my brother, maybe Daniel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, remote. That's a thing.
Yeah. And of course, I'm working on the 7 Days series.
7 days
I just
series.
played. Yeah, I recorded some footage yesterday
Oh, well, shoot
of
it
me
to
playing Alpha 19.
Oh, speaking of. Sorry, go ahead. You look like you
Oh,
weren't
nothing.
done.
Just
I was going to say,
I was
speaking
checking
of.
out Alpha 19, and I decided to record it. So I'll put that series up.
Oh, right on. Well, I need the licensing info, the license number for Vegas, Sony Vegas.
Oh, yeah, it's in my email. I can send it to you.
Yeah, but other than that, I've got the software now on my computer. I can help edit and
Nice.
do all that fun stuff, so nobody can watch it.
All the fun stuff.
I'll watch it. I watch all of our stuff.
Me too.
So does Cat.
So does Kat.
Oh man. Oof. What a wild week it's been, man.
It has.
From the last
I did.
time we recorded.
I
this.
really enjoyed being back in Arkansas for
Me
a
too.
week. That was nice.
Me too. What a fuck, dude. So that first night we were there,
Yeah.
I just want to tell this story real fast.
Go
from
for
my
it.
perspective.
Tell it.
Last Thursday, we recorded Wednesday last week, and
Yeah.
then Thursday my plane took off for Vegas.
Yeah.
So after I left here last week, I went home, I packed, I got all my stuff ready, took off. The plane, first of all, the flights to Vegas were incredible because they didn't take off till like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So it was sweet. So I went over to Mason's and had a few beers to relax, Got a ride to the airport because we're cool. And then we got to Vegas. Everything went super smoothly. There was some people we were staying there with rented a car, so we didn't have to worry about transportation at all.
Nice.
That was pretty sweet for me, personally. Let's see, 24-hour delivery. It was all great. There was a pool and a pool table. It was my vape that just fell down.
Oh, okay.
So I just had this really incredible week, and we drank so many Modelo's, a bunch. And that's why I was talking with that stupid accent for 3 days.
But yeah, you were talking with that stupid New York accent
what you gonna do about it? Yeah.
for like 3 days
I
straight.
couldn't stop, and I had to be serious because the very next day, after I left Vegas, we went to the funeral in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Oh man! But I stayed in that pool like all day the first day, so that was our plan. It's like while the sun was up, we are gonna stay in the pool because the pool was like 85 degrees
Yeah.
all the time, so it was super comfortable, and it was really great because I could get in and out of it easily. And it was like the same depth all the way across, which was about up to my chin, which was perfect. It means I got my legs back for a couple hours. It was nice. I was dancing and whatnot. Anyways, that's why I'm so sunburnt. Like a freaking retard. I'm pretty sure that's like 2nd degree. I don't know. It was deep. It's not good. It's in a sensitive spot too. But anyways, after we left there, flew back to Boise Sunday night and unpacked, repacked, and then came back over here. And I got here at what, like 1 a.m?
Yeah.
And then we took off. The original plan was I was going to stay up all night because our flight was not leaving until 7:30. And I only made it to what, like 3 or 4? Not very long. I didn't sleep very much. So we got on the plane, flew down to Phoenix, another hot place, then to Dallas.
Another hot place.
Another hot place. I went to Vegas, Phoenix, and Dallas in August. The guy at the security was like, "Are you just going on a tour of the hottest places in the country right now?" Like, no. So anyways, we made it to Little Rock at like 5:45, rented a car, drove 2.5 hours to Paragould, hung out there for a couple hours, drove 2.5 hours back to Batesville, then drove an hour and a half to Little Rock, and finally got to go to sleep.
Yeah, it was a long first day.
It was a long first day. For me, it was like day 5 or 6 or some shit.
It was day one. It was day one for me.
I was like, fuck it.
But I didn't sleep at all.
No, you didn't. You were a champion. You even drove.
Yeah, when you tried to kill us.
Tried to kill you. I was not trying to kill you. I was trying to take a nap while I was driving.
Yeah, you were trying to take a nap while you were driving.
But I never wanted to kill you. It was excellent.
To pull over, and I drove the rest of the way.
Well, like last 20 minutes or whatever.
I also drove the whole way there the first time.
Yeah, like the first 2 hours or whatever. I was there with my mad DJ skills, and that is not nothing. Ugh. Yeah, it's good to be home. It's been a wild week, and it's really, really good to be back. Just in time. Oh, I had to take a COVID test. I'm negative.
Yeah, you told me.
After all that travel and all those hugs. I was kind of worried about it.
Yeah.
Like, I have been in contact with a lot of people lately. But I've been doing good, wearing my mask. You're protected if you wear the mask.
I wore the mask. I stayed away from people.
Stay away from, no, I was hugging everybody.
Well,
it was like the friendliest
our
person
friends.
ever. Our friends. And any pretty girl that's willing.
None of them were willing, though.
No, not for me. But that was the trip from my view. And you stayed an extra 2 days and probably had a good time.
I did, yeah.
Got to go see your family, not stress out about flights. Oh, dude, when I left Little Rock, that plane took off, took me to Chicago.
Yeah.
I landed in Chicago, and then I had like 30 minutes to get to my gate to leave again. And it took all of those 30 minutes. When I got to the gate, they were boarding Group 9 of 9.
Yeah.
And I was the last person in that line. They're like, man, I move a little slow these days. They saw that thing on my leg, which I wish I would have just left it here. I took it in an effort to, like, I don't know. I took it as a just in case, but I didn't want to pack it in my bag.
Yeah.
But had I known it was going to be such a crazy hassle getting it through security, I'd have just left it here. That brace was a nightmare. It was uncomfortable on the plane. That was a bunch of planes.
Did they hassle you again in Little Rock?
Hell yeah,
when you
they
were going
did.
through security?
Hell yeah,
Because I know they hassled you in Boise when you went through security.
They did, man. They got me good. Yeah, when I went back through Little Rock, they actually made me take it all the way off and sent it through the X-ray machine.
And they did? They
And
actually made you take it off?
They made me take it all the way off, and then they sent it through the X-ray, and then they wiped it down for whatever they wipe it down for. Gunpowder, I'm assuming, or bomb juice, or whatever the fuck they're looking for.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you stand without it? And by this point, I was already kind of pissed because they were making a big deal out of it. It's like, it's just a brace. Like, so I started saying, like, no, it's actually really hard to take off. And no, I can't stand without it. So I just made it really difficult for them, and it made me happy on some weird level. Like, if you're going to be assholes about it, I'm going to be an asshole about it. Simple pleasures, man.
It's the simple things in life.
It's the simple things in life.
Just making TSA's job harder.
I know. I know. They're our first line of defense.
They don't do anything.
I know. I want the TSA to be more like it was in like 1999. That's when I took my first plane ride.
TSA didn't exist back then.
What is security at the airport? Is that not TSA?
Yeah, but TSA, I think it was made after 9/11.
Really?
Like the actual organization was formed.
Oh.
I think before that, every airport just had their own security personnel that they hired.
So TSA is a federally...
Yeah, TSA is
It's
like
like federal security?
it's a federal job.
Huh. I never knew. I don't even know what TSA stands for. I just know that it's airport security. You're trying to think
I know
of
the
it now, aren't
S
you?
stands for security.
No shit.
Well, not necessarily, but
I
it
mean,
does.
That's a pretty easy guess. That's
But it
low
is.
hanging fruit.
Maybe Travel Security Administration or
Agency?
Agency.
What if it's an agency, not
Agency.
an administration?
it's probably agency.
I bet it would be.
Yeah.
Let's see. The almighty Google says Transportation Security Administration.
Ooh, I was right the first time.
Yeah, you know what? You should have followed your instincts.
I should have
on it,
folled my gut
and
instead
you
of going
changed
with
your
you.
answer.
I did. I changed my
That's-
answer because you said it, and I was like, cool, maybe he knows.
I'm a bad teammate on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, is what that is. Can I phone a friend? Don't make it me. I will lie to you.
I'll just pick one.
I don't know, man. B. I always picked C in school, but there were 4 answers. This is only 3. Or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That doesn't fucking matter. I'm making this up.
Yeah.
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 Moving on.
Move along, sir.
How many times have you heard that in the last week? Move along, sir.
No, but they did make me throw away my toothpaste in Little Rock for some reason.
Your toothpaste.
Yeah.
Did you have a travel size?
No, it was just regular size toothpaste.
Was it half full?
I don't know. It was partly used. It was just my toothpaste from home. I just grabbed it out of the bathroom
Oh.
and threw it in there.
Yeah, they made me throw away my fucking full bottle of aloe vera, too.
Yeah, that I kind of understand because it's a liquid. Toothpaste isn't even a liquid.
It's a gel. So is aloe vera. It's like a gel.
It's a paste.
It's more of a paste. Like, you know,
Anyway,
for teeth.
I was very annoyed because I've taken full things of toothpaste through security multiple times on multiple trips. In that trip.
Actually, yeah, I brought toothpaste with me, too.
When I left, when we went there, I took that same tube of toothpaste through Boise security. They didn't say anything, but the Little Rock people made me throw it away for some reason.
It's because they don't like teeth in Arkansas, man. They think you're rubbing it in.
Maybe. And like every time I fly down there and I go to Memphis, which is where I usually go, they've never said anything about me because I always bring toothpaste with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Little Rock is the first airport I went through security that they made me throw it away.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That, like, why the vendetta against toothpaste?
I don't know.
Because certainly you had other things in there, like mouthwash or whatever, but...
I didn't have any. No, I didn't have mouthwash.
No?
I took deodorant and toothpaste and a toothbrush.
Okay. Well,
Those were like my toiletries that I took.
weird. I took my little toiletry bag. It's got like hydrocortisone cream in it, Neosporin, and toothpaste, and my toothbrush, and all this crazy stuff. And I had no problems. Little Rock, if you wear a brace on your leg, they won't look through your stuff. They will focus on your brace for
laser
35
focused on
fucking
that
minutes.
brace, though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I remember Boise hassling you because I went through security super quick, just walked right through it.
Yeah.
And then, like, you never came out. And I was like, look, I couldn't even see you.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at the
I was
lines.
stuck there.
I was looking, like, at all the lines and stuff, and I couldn't even see where you went. I was like, did they fucking detain Cody? Where is he?
Rippled.
He's
not a
just
terrorist.
gone.
Yeah, so the same thing happened when I flew to Las Vegas. And then again when I flew back to Boise.
Yeah.
I've been fucking ran through security every time. Patting me down. It's like, okay, I'm going to touch you here. I'm going to use the back of my hands on your sensitive areas. No, he never used the back of his hand. Dude just grabbed a fistful of my dick. Let's be honest, there's not a fistful. Oh my god.
But yeah, I just remember that it took you a while to come out.
Yeah, man.
And like I couldn't find you. Like I was looking through the lines and I never saw you anywhere.
Yeah, Mason said the same shit. I went through airport security.
Like, did they
4
take
times.
you off to the side somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. They did. Oh, yeah, the initial flight
Yeah.
for when we left from Boise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took me off to the side, patted me down, made me take off my brace. They x-rayed it too, those bastards. Made me take it all the way off and then sent it through the machine by itself. You can see the whole thing just by holding it and looking at it. Like, that's it. It's some metal with some straps and a pads. You can clearly see the entirety of the object, and they x-rayed it. I'm like, that seems unnecessary, but you know what? In the interest of national security, why not?
Nah.
In turn, I did make it difficult for them because I made them put it back on me. I was like, oh, yeah, I can't reach down that far. You'll have to do those bottom 2 for me. I'm like, okay. The dude got down on his knee and was like buckling them up. And my bottom ones are tight. That's what keeps it from sliding down my leg.
Yeah.
So he had a problem with it.
I figured your top ones would be the ones that keep it from sliding down.
Mm-mm. The top ones, no, because the top of my leg is wider.
Yeah.
So every time I take a step, it just shifts it down. So really what keeps it up is the one that goes around my calf.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why my calves were all shaped funny when I was wearing the braces all the time, because I constantly had straps on the back of them. Really tight. But oh my god, my legs were so swollen, dude. It looked like I got bit by a snake.
Yeah, your legs were pretty swollen. There's a lot of walking around. A lot of standing.
Walking. Dude, my average distance that I walk in a week is usually about 3 or 4 miles. And then in the last week, I've walked like 13 miles. It was too much. I'll say it.
Well, yeah, because we got off the wrong stop on the little SkyTrain at Dallas, and we had to walk half a mile to our gate.
What?
You remember that?
Got off at the wrong stop.
Don't you remember?
No.
Yeah, we got off at the wrong stop when we went to go eat.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to walk all the way to the other end of the terminal.
Yeah, it took a long time to get there.
By the time we realized it was too late, like we'd gone too far.
I'd gone way too far. And it was doubly shitty because I couldn't even put my backpack on.
Oh, yeah. You had to carry your backpack everywhere because your shoulders are so burnt.
No doubt. It kept hitting me in the back of the leg and like fucking knocking me down and stuff. That was a rough one. I forgot about that. I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's our fault.
It was a bunch of walking.
We got off at the wrong... We were in the right terminal, at least, so we didn't have to go back and ride the thing again. But we went to the wrong stop on the terminal. We were on the wrong end of it.
Yeah. Well, we had plenty of time to get it figured out. It was a 3-hour layover in Dallas.
Yeah.
Which, if you get a layover in Dallas, try the barbecue. It's the best part about it.
It was pretty good. It was good barbecue.
Mm.
For fast food barbecue.
For fast food barbecue. It was still pretty good.
I mean, it was.
My brisket was moist.
I heard her ask you that. I was like, I did giggle.
Who asks that? Do you prefer your meat lean or moist? Like both?
Both.
Yeah. Confuse them a little. Got some good ass sweet tea. That part was nice. I made a shitload of food over at Corey and Ashley's.
That was a lot of food.
Did you end up eating any of that?
I ate a little bit of it, but when I was at my parents', they had some more friends, like local friends, come over. and they ate a lot of it. So by the time I got back to Corey and Ashley's, there wasn't that much of that food left.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's impressive because that was a lot of food.
I know there was still... It was basically just... There was some of your curry left, and there was some of Ashley's coconut soup or whatever she called it, that white stuff she made in the crock pot.
I don't know how to say it either.
Yeah.
It was good.
Like there was like a half a bowl of each of those. Like that was like all that was left.
Well, that makes me feel good. I want to make that curry again. I only tried it. That was the first time I ever made it. I only got one bowl of it because I was so freaking stuffed.
Oh yeah. Like by the time everything was done, and you and Ashley were like, let's eat. And I was like, you are late for that. Like I've been like eating the whole time.
1 or 2 in the morning or something. We started cooking at like 6.
It's like I am so full by this point. By that point.
Oh yeah. Well, we made like 35 different appetizers.
Yeah.
And then full meals. And Ashley cooks for like family size. She doesn't cook for 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
All her stuff is huge portions.
But it was good.
It was great.
We made tacos when I came back, though. Like, we cooked more food when I came back.
Of course.
We made tacos.
She loves to cook.
We made tacos. Ashley made tacos.
Ashley made tacos.
Me and Corey ate tacos, and it was delicious.
That shit was fucking delicious. Ashley's a good cook. That girl can cook her ass off. Mm-hmm. Corey scored so fucking hard. As far as spouses go, Ashley's a ride or die.
Ride or die.
Ride or die, man. She'll do it. Oh my gosh. It's only been 20 minutes. Can't believe
22 minutes.
20 toes.
I can't believe.
I can't believe this. Excellent.
Excellent.
Took me 22 minutes to describe the last 7 days.
Well, you were drunk for most of the last 7 days.
I actually don't remember tons of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you probably don't remember all that much.
I remember a lot of Vegas at night because that was when we went to like Fremont Street and to the Strip and the Bellagio and all that. But yeah, during the day, like it was, I would wake up, come downstairs, and they'd already be in the pool. Because I was the last one awake because I was the last one asleep. But they'd already be in the pool. They'd already be like 2 or 3 beers deep. We went on 4 beer runs a day for 3 fucking days. We threw away...
Why didn't you just buy more beer?
Because I don't know. I wasn't ever on them. They just kept showing up with more beer. There was never a time where I didn't have a fucking Modelo in my hand. Like I'd finish one, set it down, look around. I better grab another beer. And that's what I did. And we filled up a whole garbage can. Like an outside garbage can. With Modelo bottles. The fucking lid wouldn't even close. I'm not proud of that.
I'm not proud of that part.
I'm a little proud of it. 'Cause I don't party. I don't get to party anymore. Not like that. Thank God. I would probably just die. That was a lot of drinking.
'Twas.
At one point, I could handle that. But after being relatively sober for a year, not so much. Not so much. And it was Modelo's, which tastes like Corona, but like dirty. It tastes like a dirty Corona, which tastes like a dirty Bud Light, which tastes like piss. Oddly enough, though, it's not bad. I had like 60 of them. Oh. But the Arkansas trip was nice. I remember most of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I was tired. That whole trip.
I was tired a lot of that trip. Just from having to reset after the trip down there. Not sleeping for like 30-something hours.
No, you went the full 48, man. I'm fairly certain you went the full 48. Because I'm not going to go into the math, but I remember telling Corey and Ashley, like, Josh has been up for 2 solid days. I'm fairly certain. I don't remember as much as I thought. Nah, it was a pretty good time, though. I'm actually super glad that Joe Dirt went off when it did.
Yeah, you were staying up to watch Joe Dirt and the cable went out. We're like, that's a sign.
Thank God.
Let's go to sleep.
It's 4 a.m. I have a plane to catch.
Did you have a plane to catch?
Yeah, that was the night before my fucking plane left. At 7 in the morning. Remember, because Ashley was like, okay, I'm going to try and get some sleep then. I'll wake you up at 5. And she tried to wake me up all gentle.
Yeah.
Apparently, so I hear. So there's two types of people in this world. People that wake up easy and people that don't. And I am the latter. Ashley tried to gently wake me. Like a couple of times?
Yeah.
Question mark? I don't know.
She tried to wake you up.
Hard.
And you like woke up for a second. And then you went right back to sleep.
Sorry.
So I walked up and I slapped your
Slapped
sunburn.
my fucking sunburn.
I slapped your sunburn. It's like, wake up. It's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you got it.
Yeah, goddamn right I did. I was mad. You know what's crazy? It was when I was in basic training.
Yeah.
Every night, every other night, we'd have to... Well, it was every night. It was a fire guard. We have to be up for an hour in the middle of the night for no good goddamn reason.
Guard against fires.
Fuck fires, man. That's what smoke alarms do. They're just trying to make you more sleep deprived.
We got robots that do that.
We got robots that do that, man. We don't have to do it anymore. Plus, there was no flame in the barracks. Barely an outlet. Anyway, it was fire guard, so they would, we'd have to wake up the next people.
Yeah.
And then they would be up for an hour, and then they'd wake up the next people, and then they would be up for an hour, and blah, blah, blah. So on it goes until 4 a.m. And I would wake up super mad in the middle of the night every single time. Because to me, from my perspective, I was sleeping. And then next thing I know, somebody's slapping me. And I'm like, hey, man, you don't have to do that. They're like, yeah, we do.
They know.
Bradford. Yeah, they would slap me on the ass like every fucking day at 3 in the morning. Be like, get up for fire guard. I'm like, dude, just shake me. I was like, dude, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it don't.
That's when I found out.
You're a hard sleeper.
That's the day I found out that I was a hard sleeper. I snore extremely loud. And I talk in my sleep. These are things that I found out about myself. But yeah, there's nothing that'll piss you off like being slapped out of sleep after a hard day of military training. Especially when you got to be up in 2 hours. You motherfuckers. Fire guard's an archaic ritual.
Well, it was time for you to get up right then, so I gave you a little slap.
Yeah, that's fair. Even here, when I came over Sunday night, we had the plane to catch Monday.
Yeah.
Didn't you try waking me up a couple of times?
Yeah, it took a couple times.
Sorry.
Yeah, I thought that as soon as Ash tried to wake you up, I was like, that's not going to work.
You're going to have to try
Hey,
harder than that.
It was just like a minute after she left, you were snoring again.
I don't mean to. That's why it's so funny.
You snored freaking loud. Loud as shit that night. So, after the sun came up and I could see you, I saw why. It's because the way you were laying against the armrest of the couch, your head was at like a 90-degree angle to your body.
Like this?
Yeah. Like your chin was touching your chest. So I was like, no wonder he was snoring so loud. He's got no airflow.
He couldn't breathe.
Yeah. There's no air passage anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it. Why is he snoring so goddamn loud?
Yeah, because you didn't snore that loud the night before. So I was wondering why you're snoring so loud that night.
I don't know how loud I snore, but I know it's audible.
When you're at a 90-degree angle with your head, it's really loud.
Well, so would anybody. Like being choked slowly while you sleep. Oh, I want to get one of those devices. Have you ever heard of those? The things that...
Have I ever heard of devices?
You can see my hands. They can't. Those devices that you put in your mouth and it like I don't know, it brings your bottom jaw forward and it keeps you from snoring.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Have you seen one
There's
of
a
those?
few of those. There's that one you put in your mouth. It's like a mouth guard from like football, but it's supposed to be shaped to hold your jaw at a certain angle, so you can breathe throughout the night. There's also the ones that go across your nose that just open your nose, like little springy things.
What?
Yeah, they're like
Is that how those work?
they're like little springy things, and they tape down to your nose and they pull it out and open to give you a wider air passage.
That's nuts.
Not super hard. It's gentle. It's a gentle pull.
Sure. I'd have to put like 5 of them on there.
It's just to kind of keep it open. But neither of those would help you in that position that you were in.
Being choked by the weakest ghost ever.
Yeah.
Ugh. I was always afraid to use that thing though.
Why?
The one that goes in your mouth. Because I'm afraid I'm going to like inhale it in my sleep. Laugh. Have you ever fallen asleep with gum in your mouth? Because you wake up with gum in your throat.
No, I never have. At least I don't remember. Maybe when I was a kid.
Well, when you wake up, the gum is one of 2 places. It's in your throat or it's in your hair. And I've woken up with both because I have fallen asleep multiple times with gum in my mouth because I'm an idiot.
I don't know. A lot of people sleep with things in their mouth, though.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah. I don't know, though. To be fair, I'm just talking. I don't actually know.
I fall asleep with things in their mouth. I mean, like, for medical reasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. It's for like medical reasons, not just randomly falling asleep with like a pin in your mouth.
Right, that's what I don't know. I don't know why my brain does that to me, man. It's like people fall asleep with stuff in their mouths. Like my instant reaction was like paper clips and gumballs and shit.
No,
Contents of
I'm talking
any
about for
10-year-old's
medical
pocket.
purposes. I don't know. You might need to get like one of those CPAPs.
The sleep apnea machine?
That'd be annoying though.
Fuck. No. Whoever can hear it can just fucking deal with it.
Those things are annoying to wear too. Like they're not super comfortable to have on either.
Aren't they loud as shit too?
They're fairly loud too. Yeah.
Yeah, like defeats the purpose. It's like let him snore.
I mean, people just get used to it, because it's not too bad because it's white noise, because it's a constant hum
Sure.
going on. So that's not too bad. Like you can get used to it. It's not ideal though.
No. No, you think wearing a face mask to work is bad.
Wait,
Wear
so
one to sleep.
you gotta wear a mask to sleep. It's constantly pushing air down your throat.
And you can't breathe anyway. Ugh. No. It took me a long time to get to where I could sleep with the brace on my leg. So I imagine
Yeah.
having something on my face.
It'd be even worse.
It would be terrible. I would like constantly imagine spiders crawling on me in my sleep. Because that's what my head does. And there's spiders in my room. I know it. I seen them.
Spirides.
Spirides. I seen them.
A saint.
Oh, well, I did a deep clean in my room today.
Yeah.
Deep clean. I vacuumed the carpet and washed my sheets and stuff. Because I'm about to be stuck in that bed for a couple of weeks.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Made sense at the time. Man. There's stories I can't tell on this podcast. It makes me sad. But Buttons has had a rough couple of days.
He has.
Poor little guy. What was I going to say? Crap. No, I can't remember. He was freaking out last night. Just jumping around. And then he would go still. It was weird. I took videos. Yeah. I'm more just reminiscing.
At this point, I'm just reminiscing.
Pretty much. I took some videos. I'll show them to you later.
Yeah.
It's hilarious though. Button's all jumpy. And I was watching Tacoma FD.
Oh yeah, Tacoma
Steve
FD.
Lemmy and,
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about that.
Oh, do you have the Plex?
I don't have his Plex. I need to get the info.
Yeah. Shoot him a text. He'll send it to you. He's got everything on there, dude. You could cancel all your subscriptions.
Weird.
He's got 8 terabytes of stuff on there.
I'd be surprised for my family. And yours.
What? Oh yeah, if we deleted our
If I deleted my
streaming
Netflix.
services.
No, if I deleted mine.
Well, you just do the Netflix, don't you?
Yeah.
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 That's just one.
Well, I have Amazon Prime too, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. Everybody watches my Netflix. I'm that guy.
You're the MVP, man.
I'm the guy that everybody, because my whole family watches my Netflix.
I watch
your
Netflix.
family watches my Netflix.
No, they got their own.
Oh, do they got their own now?
I watch your Netflix.
Well, last time I was at your parents' house, the main TV in the living room was signed into my account.
I got that switched.
Okay.
So my brother and my mom both have Netflix, and I had Netflix when I got there. And I was like, this is stupid. That's when I started borrowing your Netflix. But it's fair because you have my Hulu.
It's true. And I don't mind. Like you sharing it because, yeah, I have your Hulu account.
You know? I think between all of us, we have like every streaming service.
I mean, well, I have two of the main ones.
You have the Netflix and Amazon Prime.
I have Netflix and Prime.
And you have HBO when it's in season.
I have HBO. I had HBO for Game of Thrones, but after season 8 ended, I canceled my subscription to HBO, and
Season 8
I
was
haven't
so
got
bad
it back.
That I don't even want HBO Go now.
Yeah, basically.
It's ruined. What about Westworld? You liked Westworld.
I did like Westworld.
So
I
what
don't
was
know.
the premise of that show?
One day I might re-up just to watch Westworld.
Aren't they coming out with a new season?
At some point. It might already be out. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Everything's halted right now.
That's true. Everything's halted. And I don't have HBO, so.
God, this fucking COVID is weird.
But the Umbrella
super
Academy
back
came
into
out on Netflix, and I watched that.
I need to watch that.
You do. And The Boys comes out next month.
Oh, the boys. Evil Superman. Ah, man. The Tax Collector.
The Tax Collector.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, highly recommend. It's on Amazon Prime. You can rent it for like $7.
If it's not on Amazon Prime, you could just rent it on Amazon.
I don't know. It came out a couple of days ago, Friday night, and I watched it, and it's crazy. Shia LaBeouf is a good actor, or he's legitimately psychotic. I haven't decided.
Could be either.
Could be either. So check this out. He got this incredible tattoo on his chest and his stomach for the movie. And it had like 2 seconds of screen time, and you couldn't even see it because of the blood. That's no spoilers. He was generally pretty bloody in that show.
Heard.
But like, I worry about how expensive that tattoo would be. He probably doesn't, but that's fucking permanent, hopefully. He went and got that tattoo for the movie and then never showed it in the movie.
Well, he showed it one time.
One time, barely. Through like shaky handy cam.
Oh, is it a hand cam movie?
No. The movie's not. But the part where you see his tattoo, handy cam.
Okay.
Terrible.
If it's a hand cam movie, I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you that right now.
You know, that's why I resisted Supernatural at first.
Oh, yeah, because you saw the one episode where they're making fun of, like, hand cam shows.
Yep. I was like, oh.
And they filmed it in hand cam.
I hate shaky cams, man. It's like, the show's not like that. It's like, literally, the whole show is like that.
That whole episode was like that.
First impressions.
They're literally making fun of, like, those shows.
You know, they did a good job because it was irritating to watch.
Supernatural's a good show.
Supernatural's a great show. I love the show. I just sad that I resisted it for so long.
You did.
Because of that
you
one-
fought for so long to not watch
It's like,
it.
no, it's a garbage show. And it was a Ghost Facers episode.
I love the Ghost Facers, though.
So did I once I knew the story, but I thought that was the show. And I'm like, no,
You
this
thought
is the
Ghost
dumbest
Facers
fucking
was
show.
Supernatural.
Yeah, like I thought it was all Ghost Facers. I was like, this is the dumbest fucking show. Why do you guys love it so much?
Oh, yeah, because me and Whitney and Daniel were all up about Supernatural.
Yeah, you were huge.
at
Just
that
like
time.
season 4 or something when it was really, really good.
Yeah, this was like season 4, season 5, where it was super good show. Like the best seasons of Supernatural.
Or the first 5.
3 through 5.
Yeah.
I would say that season 1
Skippable.
is probably one of the worst seasons, and
What?
it's definitely skippable.
Season 1's skippable, but it was still good.
Basically, season 1 and 2, you just look through the descriptions and watch anything that sounds interesting or mentions the yellow-eyed demon. Everything else is skippable.
Was Yellow Eyed
Season
Demon
3, though, that's where it starts.
Season 2?
No, the Yellow Eyed Demon was just Season 1.
Okay.
Season 2 was the whole sold your soul thing. Story arc.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's where Winchester died.
Yeah.
John. Oh, daddy.
Wow. Spoilers. It's 15 years old.
This-
You can't
this
call
show
spoilers.
is- We were in high school when this show came out. But no, isn't that weird how like first impressions can
Yeah, they could do
be
that.
really powerful? Because I love that show and I've loved that show for a long
It does.
time.
It happens to me too. It happened to me with Rick and Morty.
Oh no. Do you like Rick and Morty?
I don't even remember what the first episode of Rick and Morty I watched was, but I just remember watching it and thinking that it was just the dumbest show I had ever seen. And I didn't watch it for so long. I have recently watched more episodes of Rick and Morty, and it is pretty funny, actually.
It's pretty funny.
But that one episode, I don't even remember what happened. I just remember thinking, stupidest fucking show.
See, I felt that way about Adventure Time. Did you ever watch that?
I didn't really like Adventure Time.
It was, yeah, me either, actually. I watched a couple
Like,
episodes
I
of it.
legitimately didn't like that show.
Yeah, well,
That wasn't
it
a
was-
bad first impression.
It was for kids.
Yeah.
It was a bad first impression, but it was also a bad second and third impression. It was a kid's show. There's nothing crazy going on about it. But I swear I had something to follow that with, and it's gone.
Cool.
Cool. Man. First impressions.
Yeah, we were talking about first impressions
Talking
of
about
shows.
first impressions.
That we've had shows we've had bad first impressions of that later on we realized was actually a pretty good show.
Yeah. Oh, South Park.
South Park?
I,
Oh, yeah. Because you watched like the very first episode and then you judged the whole series on that episode.
Yeah. I didn't watch it for like 10 years. And then Dan watched it while he lived here every now and then. And I just wrote it off. Like, I didn't watch it. I was usually in the kitchen doing something.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and I was like, this show's fucking stupid. And I sat down and watched it a couple of weeks ago, actually. And I laughed my ass off. It was a funny show.
It's funny. It's a hilarious show.
It's funny. It was like season 12 or something I was watching, but
Yeah. Either
the
way,
animation got
yeah,
way better.
After like the first episode, the animation gets way better. And over the years, it's gotten even better.
For sure. It
But
did
I just
the
remember,
exact
I actually
opposite.
thought about that like yesterday. I was thinking about how you thought South Park was just really badly animated and just a bunch of cussing and fart jokes.
Yeah.
And that was like a big thing that parents and stuff were saying about it when it first came out.
Well, yeah, my parents wouldn't let me watch it.
Which is why the creators created the show Terrence and Phillip inside of South Park. Woo! They created the show Terrence and Phillip inside of South Park, which is literally a really poorly animated show that's just a bunch of cussing and fart jokes. And it's a show within the show that they made to make fun of the people criticizing their show.
That's deep. That's some Inception shit.
Yeah.
I made a show within the show that was exactly what they thought the show was gonna be.
Yeah. They made a show within the show that was what their, like, people that didn't like them said their show was.
That is the exact definition of satire.
I'm glad you like South Park, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
show.
it's pretty...
The games were fun, too.
Probably watch it again. What games?
The Stick of Truth and the Fractured But Whole.
What?
So there are two
Fractured
there are
Butthole.
two South Park video games.
They actually had a fucking game called The Fractured Butthole?
Yeah. Well, there was older games, but there's new games that came out on like Xbox One.
What parent would
And it's
buy
called
that?
the first one is called The Stick of Truth, and the second one is called The Fractured But Whole.
Are you saying fractured butthole or
Fractured?
but whole?
Fractured But Whole.
Like,
Like 3 words.
okay.
Fractured But Whole.
That is hilarious. Wow. Fractured but whole.
Yeah. They're like little like turn-based RPG games like Final Fantasy.
Okay.
But they're pretty good. The difficulty slider changes your character's skin color. Where the easiest, he's white, and as you go further on difficulty, he becomes black.
That's so fucked up. Man, that game would not fly these days. Would it? Is it accurate?
I mean, it's relatively new. It only came out a few years ago.
That's
or I don't know exactly when. It's been years.
It's been.
But it came out on Xbox One. Like, it's an Xbox One game.
I gotta look this up. I can't not.
Also, Jew is one of the character classes you can play as.
Dude, those guys are out of control. Trey and Matt?
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, it's like Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
It got a 4.4 out of 5 from GameStop and a 7 out of 10 on Steam. And 96% of people liked it. That's nuts. Why have I never heard of this?
They're pretty good games, actually. But yeah, they're little like RPG game, Final Fantasy style RPG games where you're running around South Park.
What are you gonna do? That's fucking crazy. Oh, I've never heard of that.
I don't know. You should play them. They're funny.
I don't have an Xbox anymore.
What?
An Xbox One.
Yeah.
No, I mean like the original Xbox.
Yeah, they came out on Xbox One.
Oh.
The Fractured But Whole is an Xbox One game.
Oh, that's what I was looking up when it came out.
I think the Stick of Truth technically came out on 360, but in like the transition period.
Yeah, one of them. 2017. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, it's only a few years old.
You can buy it on the Switch for $30. That's nuts.
Integrity weed.
See, and I
That's
feel like
hilarious.
I missed out on a huge section of pop culture because I never watched South Park.
Well, a lot of people, because my brother was the same way, where he didn't watch South Park for a long time, and then when he decided to watch it, he realized that like half of the jokes his friends were making at school were South Park jokes, and he had just been going along with them, but he never knew where they came from.
That's hilarious. That's got to be the subject of some psychological study about why people do things. Over imitation. Just trying to fit in.
Mob mentality.
Mob mentality.
That's a thing. Like, it's a scientific principle.
Yeah, that's true.
Scientific, psychological.
Is psychology considered a science? Or is it like a soft science?
It is. I mean, it's a science-ish.
Is it a soft science?
I don't know. I don't judge.
I don't judge, man.
I don't judge. But either way, yeah, mob mentality. You start going along with the things of people around you.
See, I first heard of mob mentality when I was like 16.
Yeah.
Working in the restaurant. Because, like, everybody be
mobsters.
Eating. Mobsters, you know what I'm saying? They got mobsters. They love mad Mexican food. And, sorry. I am very sorry for that.
I think they're called the cartel at that point.
We got though. But anyways, so like the restaurant would be totally calm, people would be eating it or whatever, and then like one person would come up to the host stand getting ready to pay.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like everybody in the whole fucking restaurant gets up to leave at the same time.
Yeah.
Even though they were seated at different times. Because I also seated.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
That's part of it. Like, people tend to follow the group.
And that's a weird thing.
So if, the entire group is making these jokes, you just start making the jokes along with them.
Right.
Even if you don't really understand where they're coming from.
I bet they all had
Which,
iPhones.
some of them you don't even have to understand it for it to be funny.
Well, yeah, a funny joke is funny inherently.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know where it's coming
He just realized that they all came from South Park.
That's funny.
When he went and watched it.
It's like I love like stand-up comedy routines.
Yeah.
That's what South Park is, except for instead of on a stage, they're just using an animation studio to deliver their jokes.
Yep. Well, they're just doing social satire.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all they're doing.
Didn't you say they don't write the episodes till like the day before they come out or some shit?
The week.
The week?
Yeah. Every South Park episode, like they film it, they write and film and record everything 1 week.
1 week before the show airs. That's crazy.
Yeah, because they want their satire, the references to all be current, what's actually happening.
Like fresh. Man, fuck, they must watch a lot of news.
But that's also, one of the reasons they only have like 12 episodes a season now.
Really?
That, and they move on to doing other stuff. Like their play.
Oh, the Book of Mormon?
Other movies and stuff they work on. Yeah.
Makes sense. Man, what blows my mind is that South Park started out as one of their fucking projects in college.
Yeah.
I hear so many stories like that. Like Ray William Johnson, the equals 3 thing.
Yeah.
He started that while he was in college, in film school. It just blew up.
Yeah.
That's seasons. And then the show died after that new guy took over, Robbie.
Yeah. Yeah, when Ray William Johnson left.
Yeah, he
that
made
was when
that
it
show
started
funny.
dying.
No doubt. It's just nuts.
Shows never survive a cast change, man.
Untrue. Stargate. Atlantis. I mean, not Atlantis, sorry. Stargate SG-1.
I'm going to say, Atlantis had the same main crew the whole time.
SG-1 switched casts in
SG-1
season 8 and continued for more seasons, like 12.
They didn't switch like everybody. They switched out Colonel O'Neill.
And General Hammond.
Well, yeah, because Colonel O'Neill became the general.
Yeah, but then he was gone not long after. He just retired.
Yeah.
He was only...
By the way, Daniel, Teal'c, Carter, they were still there. Like, it was a small change.
And I liked Colonel Mitchell.
And Colonel Mitchell was good, yeah.
Colonel Mitchell was a good character.
And so was Vala when she came in. Like, she was a good character, too.
I forgot about Vala.
But, shows like Scrubs, where they basically replace the entire main cast is replaced by new people.
Yeah, we don't talk
It doesn't
about the
work.
last season of Scrubs.
There was...
Like, we don't even count it as a season of Scrubs.
Yeah, I don't even count it as a season of Scrubs.
It was just
That
a
was
show they tried
some
to do.
spin-off show they tried to pull.
Yeah. Called it Scrubs. But it wasn't Scrubs. That being said, I did like the cast of that show. I just didn't like that they were trying to keep it as Scrubs.
Yeah.
That would have been a good show on its own had they not been trying to ride the Scrubs coattail.
Heard. But yeah, Stargate, they did good where they only replaced one character at a time.
They did.
They did one character change, because like Daniel was gone for a while and they had Jonas. Then Daniel came back.
I wonder what happened in his life, why he left the show for a year.
I don't know.
Did he get fired? Did he have a baby or something?
I don't know. He has a really hot wife.
Does he?
Yeah.
Mrs. Shanks has got it going on?
Have you seen Andromeda?
Yes.
The computer, Rami, the robot?
That's his wife?
That's his wife. Yeah.
Holy shit! Daniel, you successful nerd. Dr. Jackson doing it up. That's right on. I think you might be one of like 3 people that even know what Stargate is.
I think a lot more than just 3 people know what Stargate is.
That
was one of the most successful sci-fi TV shows.
Well, of the people I know.
Oh, of the people
and
know?
I know
maybe.
a lot of fucking people.
That's true, but you don't really hang out with a ton of nerdy people.
I try to.
Like,
I'm just too cool.
I made some, but you hang out with a lot of bartenders
that's
and
true.
really conservative country people.
My family.
Namely your family.
Let's say my family.
And people that your family force you to hang out with.
Yeah, they are fairly conservative, yeah.
Yeah.
Country people.
But yeah,
Like you didn't grow
and then
up
your
in the
other
woods.
like your other sect of friends are mostly like, bartenders and party people.
Are they?
Yeah. That's what I call them. I mean, you do have a group of nerdy-ish friends, You got me, you got Daniel, Corey, Ashley, Kyle.
I don't even think of Corey and Ashley and Kyle as nerdy. They're totally nerdy.
They are so nerdy.
Absolutely. But not like... They're like anime nerdy. Not like sci-fi nerdy.
All right, so they're weeby nerdy. They're still nerdy.
Yeah, they're weebs. We're nerds.
Kyle watches sci-fi stuff, I think.
Kyle watches everything.
Probably more so than Corey and Ashley. They're more like anime, video game nerds.
Yeah. They're that genre of nerd. I like anime, but I don't fucking like it that much.
I like some. A very select few animes that I like.
Well, I think because you like stories. Like, you don't care what the show is as long as it's a good story.
Yeah, I do. I like really good storylines. And most animes have really crazy storylines.
Yeah, they're hard to follow.
That I'm just not super into.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Sword Art Online?
I did. I liked Sword Art Online.
That was a great.
That's one of the ones I do like.
Yeah. So there's a handful of them that I could probably guess that you would like.
Yeah, that Death Note.
Death Note was great. Did you ever watch Bleach?
Never watched Bleach.
Yeah, it was kind of out there. It was a good anime. Like, it was one of the most popular ones. And it was good, but I never finished it because I just, you know how I get with shows.
Yeah. You do. For some reason, you'll be so into a show that you'll just stop watching it.
I don't want it to end.
But then we can't talk about the ending.
Good. There is no end.
There's always an end.
No. Usually
It's
when
worse.
I finish a show, it's because you or my sister has forced me to finish the show.
Like, it's worse for me when they don't get an ending and there's no resolution.
Wayne's Brothers was a good show. Didn't even get an ending.
Didn't even get an ending.
Firefly, Terra Nova.
Firefly and Terra Nova, yeah. Great shows. Good stories.
No ending.
No endings.
I'm going to throw The Lost in there. Or The Lost. I'm going to throw Lost in there too.
Lost in an ending.
It had a shitty ending. Boo!
It wasn't the best ending, but it was decent enough ending.
Boo! You know what else had a pretty... Actually, this was a badass
A lot of
ending.
people don't understand the ending to Lost.
I don't understand
As
the ending to
part of the
Lost.
problem.
I don't get it. Everybody dies.
Yeah, see, that's the thing where people don't understand. They think that everybody was dead like the whole time, and that's not what the ending was. So the very end scene, I guess it confuses people because they all still look the same, but like it's after they all died, but they didn't all die at the same time. Like if you listen to them talking to each other, they talk about like what they were doing. Like Hurley was the leader of the island for years and years after he took over, before he died and ended up in that room.
Oh.
They all died at separate times. They all went on with their lives. And when they all died, they all ended up in that room together.
Why?
And then they, I guess, went on to the afterlife or something.
Why?
Why
did they all have to go at the same time?
That I don't know. Maybe they were just all, they were meeting their friends again
Right?
after
What was
they died.
that big fucking smoke monster you saw in the first episode?
It was the other guy.
The other guy.
Yeah, there was those two guys that were on the island, and they ended up like getting in a fight with each other and trying to kill each other, and one threw the other down like this magic well, and he came out as the smoke monster.
No shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that show. That was one of those shows that captured everybody, kind of like Game of Thrones did.
Yeah, Lost was very popular. I remember that.
Yeah, everybody had theories about what was going on in Lost. I didn't even start watching it until they were in like season 3 or 4.
It was a good show, though. I enjoyed it a lot.
How many seasons were there? There was only 8, right?
I think there's 7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah. So I jumped in like halfway through. I caught up in like a month or two. I had watched all the way.
Yeah.
To where I was caught up as far as I could be while it was still coming out and being produced. And I got pretty into it there for a minute. But that show always left me with more questions than it answered.
It did.
And that was a common theme. I brought that up to a lot of people. Like, everybody was watching Lost.
Yeah.
Everybody had theories about what was going on. Hurley was a bad guy.
Hurley wasn't bad. He was the best guy.
I know, but there were theories about him. Like, maybe he's the devil. Maybe this island is hell or purgatory or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
That one came true. It's like a plug over hell or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I could go on for a really long time about Lost. The fucking Sopranos didn't get an ending.
The Sopranos ending did suck. I hated that ending.
That was the worst, man. It was worse than season 8 of Game of Thrones, apparently. That was fucking... I wouldn't
say it was worse than season 8 of Game of Thrones. The Sopranos ending just pisses you off because there's no actual ending.
No,
the Game of Thrones ending makes you hate the entire series prior to it knowing how it ended.
I've heard people say, and granted, I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I was never into it while everybody was. I only watched it that winter that you made me watch like the first 3 seasons of it or something. Right before season 8 came out. But everybody says that season 8 was so bad that it killed the rewatch value for the rest of the seasons.
It did. It did.
Because everybody knows it just ends shitty.
Every year, I would rewatch all the previous seasons right before the new season came out.
Oh, okay.
It was something I did every year. Since season 8 ended, I have not watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it kills the rewatch value of the show knowing how it ends.
Damn. And you rewatch shows. I rewatch shows. Everybody rewatches old shows.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You think in like 20 years there'll be a revival or something? All new cast.
Maybe. They just need a new season 8.
They'll call it season 8 redo. The way it should have ended. My dude. This is an hour.
We'll end it here. Let us know down below what was your least favorite show ending.
No doubt. That was a good question.
Show or movie.
Show or movie.
You hated the ending
Great
of.
show, shitty ending.
All right. Hit that like button on YouTube.
Ding the mystery bell.
Hit subscribe. All the stuff.
You know it.
Follow us on Spotify.
We know you're not going to do it, but we have to say it.
See you guys next week.
Later.